welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to watch this video today. This is part 4 of my fantasy save file. If you don't know, I'm currently turning Willow Creek into a full save file. It's all fantasy themed, and the playlist for the other videos is down in the description below if you're interested. Today's build is a house that I built for an Astronomer, and it's also my first time using the Paranormal Stuff Pack, which I'm absolutely in love with, but we'll get into that in a little bit. First, I want to tell you guys more about this house. So I didn't really have a plan going into this build, but this is one I've really been looking forward to. I wasn't sure what direction I wanted the style to be in, but I knew I wanted to put this giant telescope sticking out of the roof. So before I started building and recording, I tried a few different ways, and I felt happy with the way I did it, this end result, and it did take a while for me to figure out how to do. And for some reason, when I placed the foundation on the roof, in that area, and then I tried to raise up the house, like raise the foundation, it wouldn't go. It kept telling me I had conflicting block clusters, which I don't even know why. It was attached to the house, so I had to remove it, raise up the house, and then put it back on. So if anybody wants to change the height of this house, if they download it, just keep that in mind. You might have to just take that part off the roof if you do want to change the height of the house. So once that part was done, I also added in a few other elements. You just saw me put that statue on the roof. So when I got this idea, I was looking for things that I could kind of make look like, you know, the solar system or planets or something fun. And I found that statue in the menu, and I think it's Base Game or Get Together. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that, but it's a really cool looking, you know, statue, and I thought it would be really fun to add it to the roof. And I actually ended up putting the second one on one of the other roofs towards the end of the video because I liked it so much and I just really wanted to add something else. So I was really indecisive about the color scheme and the windows for this house. I didn't know what direction to go in. I had no idea what I was doing basically with the style. I didn't want it to look like too steampunk. I wanted it to kind of be more modern with like a mix of traditional, and I don't know. You'll see once I get to the inside, you'll see what I mean about all that. But I used this door because I wanted to use one of the doors from Get Together for the front door. Not Get Together, Get to Work. That sort of looks like a vault or something, but I ended up using this one that's actually supposed to be like a vault door, like a safe door. And I just think it looks really cool. I don't know how it's going to be for gameplay because you have to lock it, and when you lock the door, you're actually shutting yourself out of the door. There is a back door to the house, but I don't know. When I was playtesting the house, the door stayed open. So if you don't like it, you can switch it out, but I think it looks so cool. So I'm actually really mad at myself. I don't know if you guys noticed during the speed build, but I originally went with this green color instead of this blue color, and I love the green, and I wish I didn't switch it, but it worked out in the end because the blue and the orange really look great together. But I want to use that green now with something else, so you will see that green in the future in another build. So when I started building this house, it was the day before the Paranormal Stuff Pack came out, and I had started decorating the inside of the house, and obviously there wasn't really anything for me to use in the outside, so I wasn't concerned with, you know, starting working on the house before the pack came out. But when I went to the inside, I started with this main dining room area, and then there's like a little sitting room off of the dining room, and I cut that part out of the video because I ended up completely changing the whole room. I used a bunch of stuff from Eco Lifestyle for that room, and then I switched it all out basically for all the paranormal stuff. So I don't, like I said, I don't know what to call the style that I did, but on the interior I used mostly the new Paranormal Stuff Pack, Eco Lifestyle, and Journey to Batu, and I mixed all of these styles together, and I really wanted this to be like this really eclectic style. The Astronomer that I pictured that lives here, he's middle-aged, he's close to his retirement, and he's very successful. So I wanted to put a lot of, you know, awards and give this appearance of, you know, this sort of wealthy guy that maybe hosts a lot of get-togethers at his house, and he has this nice, big open room downstairs, and for the most part he seems like he's just a normal guy. And then on the third floor I put like all this stuff for space and aliens, and kind of made it seem like maybe he's successful because he communicates with aliens. So that was kind of what I wanted to do. And if you see that hanging lamp in the corner that's of the solar system, I wanted to use it so bad, but it's so ugly and I just couldn't make it work. I thought I could size it up and make it like this really cool feature in the middle of the room or something, but every color swatch I tried, I think there's only like 3 of them. They're just ugly. It just didn't work for what I was doing. So I ended up not doing that. But the packs that I used really, I think, were perfect for this. I just think that they're very colorful. Most of the pieces are really unique looking, and that's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to look like he's sort of a collector of things from all the different places that he's been to. And I think the bedroom actually ended up being my favorite part of this. You'll see when I get up to the second floor when I start decorating it. But I wanted it to feel open because he's a single person. He doesn't live with anybody. It's his house. So I didn't want it to be like this closed off room. But what I did is I made basically a wall of these tinted windows from Spa Day. And then I used this decorative wool piece on top of that from Eco Lifestyle. And I just really had a lot of fun with this. I feel like I said, I don't know what this style is. It's like this sort of industrial, funky looking. But I'm glad that I did it because I used a lot of stuff in this in this build. And in general, just doing this whole fantasy save file, I've been able to use a lot of different stuff that I wouldn't normally use. When I'm doing fantasy also, I do tend to use a lot of stuff from Realm of Magic, obviously, and I love those windows from Realm of Magic. They're like my favorite, but it would be nice to switch it up once in a while, and I was able to do that with this build. So like I said, I just want to talk about the third floor for a minute. Basically what I did was, in the debug menu, I believe it comes with Get to Work, there's all these beautiful pictures of space, and I wanted to use every single one basically. So I made an entire wall dedicated to that. In his, I guess you could call it like, his hangout / office. So I put the new couch from the Paranormal Stuff pack up there, which everybody is talking about. It's beautiful. All the items are so beautiful. I mean, I can't even get over it. I can't see myself not using at least a few of these items in every build. The plants are great, the lighting is great, the rug is great, the floor swatches, the walls. If you're not sure if you should get it, just get it. It's awesome, and it's only $10. And for how expensive the expansion packs are, and just buying all of them in general, I think that this one is definitely worth it, even without the sale. I think for $10 we got a great stuff pack. I think the Sims team did amazing making this stuff pack. And like I said, I think that the style of the stuff, some of the stuff is a little bit funky to use in everyday builds, but I think a lot of this stuff, a lot of people can use in a lot of different ways. So like I said, on the third floor, there's this area where there's just sort of a hangout area. And then there's also his office. I put, the different computers and all these different screens. And I also built a rocket ship outside, which I don't know, I think I cut it out of the video, but I felt when I was looking at the build that there was something missing and I needed some more height, to balance out the house. So I built this big tower. I didn't put anything in it. I just wanted it to look like this big structure. And then I had my Sims build one of the rocket ships on the top. And I did put a ladder up to it. I don't even know if it's accessible, to be honest. I mean, the ladder works and everything, but the landing that I had to make to put the rocket ship on was, I was a little limited on the space, which I have to say, I am really, really challenging myself doing these smaller builds. It's so hard for me because I get these big ideas and I start building and I'm like, oh my God, I need more room. And I move to a bigger lot. But I'm limited in doing this save file, so it's really been a lot of problem solving for me and a little bit challenging trying to figure that out. But I think I'm getting the hang of it as I'm getting a little further into more of these smaller lots, and I'm actually enjoying it. It's not as, I guess, overwhelming or stressful as doing a bigger build. When you're doing a bigger build, a lot of times it's just really time consuming to place all the details, like place 100 columns all around the house and the windows. Sometimes it takes me an hour just to put windows, and it's not a matter of choosing them. It's really just a matter of placing them. So I'm definitely feeling a little spoiled doing the smaller builds. But anyways, the cinematic tour is about to start. So again, all the information for the save file is down in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I really, 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 really would appreciate that. And if you want to download this house, it's already on the gallery. I had posted it on Twitter and somebody asked me for it, so I put it on the gallery like 2 days ago. So it's there already, and I will see you guys next week, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.